Why Meet the Others podcast? What's this about?
Why are we doing this thing?
Why are we doing this dang thing?
Who the F?
Do we even know what we're doing?
Certainly not.
Oh,
We
no.
just hooked this thing up tonight. We figured out how to use the mics, and now we're recording 10 seconds afterwards. Gives
Word
me
up.
comfort.
So, I hear you.
Yeah. So, anyways, Meet the Others. That's us.
Still waiting on this car to come and take me home. Things feel a little different now that we grown. Till I turn the ass, so they put my name in stone. Live how I wanna live, cause we die alone.
Hey,
Yo, is that your phone?
what's up, everybody? Yo, we got manufacturer. You know, we sourcing, doing things right now.
Shut your phone off.
Shut your phone, huh?
Anyways, before we were interrupted by that phone.
Yo, we here now.
Welcome, guys, to Meet the Others podcast. It's Anissa B.
And Choirboy Dank.
Welcome, guys. I said that already.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Welcome. Anyways,
You're
let's get started with what we're drinking. What are we drinking today? Some H2O.
Some great value.
Great value. Walmart.
Purified drinking water.
Yeah. We drinking it. Staying hydrated. Not drinking alcohol. Water. Water for the body.
Water, baby.
For the body yaddy.
So,
what are we going to talk about?
well, I'll tell you, one thing I'm stupid excited about is we got the Meet the Others custom sign-in today.
Yes, we did. We wanted to put it up.
We were so thirsty to put it up. I just got back from the hardware store getting all the hanging doodads, but we figured if we was doing that, we probably wouldn't be able to record the podcast. So next week it's gonna be up, and it looks freaking clean as hell.
Yes, huge thanks to Sean.
Huge thanks to Sean Higgins, who not only hooked us up with the person to do it.
It was a gift.
Yeah, he hooked it up, and I never would have thought that it would have gone down like that. But yo,
seriously, that was like the most amazing thing ever, and we were completely in shock. Actually,
floored.
Yeah, like we knew that there was like some motion going on with the sign, but what we didn't realize was that like we were like I kept every single day. I'm like, honey, how much is this going to cost us? Because we have such a we're on a budget creating this business of ours, so we're constantly like, whatever comes out, we need to make sure we have it. So it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Boom, bang.
Yo, huge blessing. So, shout out to Donald Brown who murdered the sign.
Yes.
Fire, killed it.
Super dope. Oh my God, I can't wait to share with you guys.
It's so clean looking. And, if y'all ever need a sign.
Wood sign.
Painted. He does the lights. He does lights,
gotta see it.
Different things.
Oh, we can't wait to show you. It's like...
Firework. Great, amazing craftsmanship, and hella detail on this one.
Yes, super
hella detailed. So
somehow still made it happen though.
Yeah, no, that shit came out clean. Yeah,
yes.
So we can't wait to have it on display.
It'll be over here somewhere.
So
you'll see our face over here. Somewhere.
Legendary. Yeah,
super cool. We're gonna have this forever. Like our children are gonna probably fight over this sign at some point in their lives.
For real.
But it's ours. So yes.
Super excited about that.
Super exciting. And you know what? Honestly speaking,
that was my explosions.
Okay. Honestly speaking, for me, I felt like for Sean to even do that, he believes in you, honey. So super cool, man.
Yo, and you know what the coolest thing about that? When I hit him up about it, he said, yo, family over everything.
Family over everything.
That's what it's about.
That's amazing.
That's our freaking... that's our otherworld family right there, boy.
Yes,
that shit is like...
Thank you so much, Sean. We appreciate you. As soon as we go on live, you better be on.
Yeah, we
gotta be
bringing
on.
you on.
We're gonna put you on.
We doing a little cross podcastoration,
Yes.
doing some things.
We've been doing some research on how to make that happen without like, so it's all like kind of connected to the same stream and everything. So
yeah, we've been doing some back end research about the lives. So we're gonna be coming a little bit more lives. I know we've been saying that, but this is honestly it's more comfortable for us to just kind of like
pre-record,
lay down these pre-recordings and just kind of have it between us. But I think we're getting to the place where we're gonna bring on the other world family.
Yes.
Bring on some other people. Not only just some of our friends and family, but some other business owners and different people.
For sure. More creatives as well, just to kind of get their perspective on how they handle their businesses or just their like lifestyle and how they're able to like juggle family. Because that's something that we definitely want to come on here and like kind of provide you guys with like how we're juggling things and how sometimes might look beautiful on Instagram, but boy, there's a lot of background stuff going on that sometimes it gets a little heavy.
Yep.
Testing, researching, doing on your own, just like trying to figure things out. Well, not necessarily doing on my own, but doing it together and like trying to become comfortable with things that we're not comfortable with because we don't know what the heck we're doing.
Yeah, taking on new things, you know.
Speaking of, we finally have some of the merch came in. And I have been like sorting out a lot of the merchandise. Like I said before, I tested everything like to make sure, like there's no tears when I wash it. It doesn't disappear in the wash or burn in the dryer and all that stuff.
Flake off in any sort of way.
Well, I wasn't even talking about that part yet. I'm just talking about like the actual merch.
The material of the fabrics and all that.
Yeah, and then we got the actual like logo prints and stuff like that. And then we're also testing all those things and making sure that stuff does not flake off when we're washing it, drying it, wearing it,
working out,
like
bending, pulling,
whatever, putting it on and how much it stretches and how crazy it looks and the proportions of it. So we've been doing a lot of that stuff. And in some of those things, you have to be very careful, especially when you're putting on a lot of your labels yourself and you have no idea what you're doing, right? There's a lot of times where if you don't look at the settings, you can easily mistaken.
Oh, should we share this amazing?
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh God. Yo, there is a story to this.
Yeah. Do you want to give the story? You can share it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, so the thing is we have the thing is there's a lot, the way that we put on a lot of these logos and certain of the printing is through a heat press,
right?
And because
we want to be fully hands-on, not sending it to like a place,
a print shop or different things.
No, we're doing it ourselves.
We've done some of that, and it didn't necessarily come out the way that we really felt like it should.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of doing a bunch of learning, and the heat press got turned from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Yes. And we were also in the middle of doing some research for our websites to get our websites going. We were on a phone call speaking with someone to like revamp our websites because we both have different websites, different goals, different outcomes, but we also want to combine them, but they're still different. So like we're trying to like separate and keep them together. And so that like that's all going on during this process.
We're making a bunch of business decisions while learning and growing through the making the merch hands-on. And yeah, so it got flipped from Fahrenheit to Celsius. And I don't know, I would have never ever guessed that it would have came out like this, but
well, let's
I
just
feel like
backtrack.
you got it. I feel like this is more your story.
It is my story. So we'll backtrack. Like, he was in the middle of actually like printing some stuff out. We were doing some test prints, right? Like we were kind of playing with the temperatures and is this burning the material? I don't know. What do you think? You know, like, how do you peel off quickly? Should you peel off when it's cold? Like we were doing all those things at that moment as well. At the time, he was actually the one doing it all. And I was kind of the encourager, like, you got this. But there was a point where he needed to take a call and I had to proceed to do this. Now, I felt so comfortable and confident because we had been there for like maybe an hour or two pressing and figuring it out. And I felt like, whoa, we've graduated.
We dialed this
We're
bad boy
ready.
in.
Exactly. Boom. It was my turn. I already had explained that I need someone to watch me because if no one watches me, if I'm not being monitored, I may lose control. So,
who knows what could happen?
Who knows what could happen? So here I go, not under any supervision. My husband leaves me to the presser and I have to change the temperature because of the certain fabric that we're using is a little bit of a more delicate fabric. And it was getting changed from like cotton. We were using something like nylon. And so like, it was like, we just had to make sure it was appropriate for that material. Well, I put it on what I thought was 260 or 290. It was between one of those numbers. And I was ready. And I was like willing and ready. And the pressure's kind of hard. And I lift. I've lifted 105. Maybe one time, but I still lifted 105. So I'm like, yo, I got this. It's nothing. Couldn't press it down. As I'm pressing the presser, I have these shorts, right? And these shorts are actually meant for a specific person who will wear my line. Some people that I actually look up to that I'm sending some merchandise to will be wearing some of my Be Strong products. So it's like super exciting. I'm super nervous. I want it to be perfect. I want him to watch. He's not watching me, but that's all right because I got this anyways. And I go press it down. And as soon as I press down, the machine, first off, I can't even hold the presser down because the pressure, it's just too hard to push it down. But the machine's on smoking. And I'm like, why is it like smoking like that? It really should not. Like we lowered the temperature. We waited a while. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I lift back up the presser and my shorts were so scorched and hot and burnt to the crisp that I could have smacked somebody with them and like knocked them out.
Yo, they was like for a half a second, they was like goo. They was like, it was like slime.
Yeah.
It like melted and then hardened because it's like, what is it? There's a certain type of fabric. It's like
nylon, polyester,
yes,
like mixture of some of those fabrics.
And
together.
it caught it. And the first thing that she says is, "Oh, see, that's why
you should have been watching me. You should have been watching me because that would have not happened had you been watching me." But whatever, you know, we're not gonna blame anyone in this situation. What we realized is that instead of it being on Fahrenheit, it was on Celsius. So then we looked up that amount, and I feel like whatever 586 is what I like. Whatever the Fahrenheit, like 586 Celsius was what it was.
No, it was like 280 Celsius and 580 Fahrenheit.
580
Right?
Fahrenheit. Yes, that's what it was. Yes, my bad. Yeah.
So it's like almost 600 degrees.
Yeah, it was like 600 degrees. I had no idea, which I was like, I don't even know any of that stuff. Like, whatever, like the temperature is like, what?
And then we were talking about it. She's like, well, I felt like it was a little warmer than it normally was.
It was like, I walked by it and like where our presser is located, there's like a door for the outside and then another area where you would leave and come out of our home or whatever. And it felt like the air was like, it was warm in the room for like the first time in a long time, like way too warm. Like I was like, damn, I felt like I was sweating. And it was because of the fact that the presser was actually about to go on fire.
It was top temperature. Like, God, I don't. But hey, it's like one of those things. It's like
it's a learning experience.
That's how you learn for
Yeah.
real. You won't forget that experience.
Oh no! Now I check that meter on and on before I even dare press a thing. And usually I still want my husband to watch me to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. And honestly speaking, I just feel a lot more comfortable being the hype man, sometimes and being like, you got it, honey. Yes, that looks perfect. I have some of the visions and sometimes he has the movement. So we work together and that's how it's created, right? Or what?
We're a team.
We're a team.
In many ways.
The very cool thing is that while doing that, we have become so much better. Placement, temperature, pressure, materials.
Yeah, the funny thing is you think that stuff is kind of really like, I don't know. You watch enough like kind of videos, you talk to the people on the phone about what should happen, and you like, I mean, the other thing is we tried out 6 different companies to get the transfers, and we got really like one of the top companies, and we was like, oh, like we got this, so that we had different varying temperatures. There's a hot peel, a cold peel, different fabrics that have different kinds of like mixes or whatever for the transfers or whatever,
and just different heat pressers too.
And we got a pretty nice heat press that like has all these like bells and whistles, and you know what? It didn't make it that much easier.
No.
Like I didn't realize that there was gonna be the learning curve that there was. But now that we kind of burnt some shorts,
which I'm sad that I threw in the garbage, but I started crying hysterically, to be honest. Like I am such a crybaby when it comes to things like that. I was so disappointed in myself because of the fact that those weren't samples. Those were actual like raw material that I was going to send out that I was very excited about. It like set me back a little bit for a day or two. I just needed like a mental break, just because I was just like, I'm failing. And I just felt like, dang it, we don't have money and time to waste. We need to keep moving forward and not burn stuff.
And not burn stuff.
Yeah.
Scientific terms here.
We burned the money. We did that for real though.
For real.
Yes. So that was like definitely, it's just a learning process. And that's something that we want to come on here and share with you guys, is that with each step, even if you make a mistake, the worst thing that you can do is give up.
Yeah. Or make it seem like that's it. Like you did it, you failed, and that's what you're destined for, right? Like
no one wins by failing and not picking up from where they failed and trying to make something even better and try to get to that finish line, no matter how long it takes. And no matter how much blood, sweat, tears, burning a fabric, crying, having a tantrum, feeling like they want to give up. If you don't do that, there's no success if you're never gonna like fail and never gonna go through those like trial and errors.
No, you got to fail forward, fail fast, and fail often, and then move on, because you know what? Like, everybody's going to fail. That's part of the game. That's honestly, it is how you learn. And I feel like we're learning through that stuff. And like, honestly, the only way that you can fail is by quitting. So as long as you're still in the race, like you got it, right? Like,
Yes.
so we on the track.
Yeah. And you know, now that I do have merchandise, and now that we have been putting a lot of the Be Strong brand on these clothings, and there are fabrics that we tried out and that we like, and we're like, we're down for at this time right now. I took some pictures, and I'm moving forward, and I'm trying to get my website done. And the first collection will be the all black everything collection. I'm kind of doing like based on like the whole like New York like rappers like all black everything kind of thing. That's kind of where I came up with that idea. Yes, I was like listening to some like Jay-Z, and I was like, you know what? I know that when I start wearing my color line, a lot of people are going to gravitate towards it and be like, oh my God, I want those. But right now we're just focused on the all black everything line first. Once it's done, it's done. You may be able to get a hoodie and a tank from time to time, but once all black everything is done, it might be gone. So it's something to definitely look out for. And then we'll do some color variations at some point in the future.
I mean, black goes with everything.
It really does. I love black. Black is my favorite. So of course I picked.
Of course, that's got to be the first
one for sure. Yes.
Yeah. So. Nah. It's good. And you know, through the trials and tribulations and whatever ups and downs, I feel like it's looking clean. It's looking nice, and it's staying. We're doing the multiple washes and
working out in the clothes.
Probably putting more stress on it than a normal person would, just to really kind of like put it through the paces, which is, you know, I guess that's how we do things.
Yeah, we're not a little bit. We're a lot more harder on ourselves, trying to make sure that what we're putting out there is like somewhat decent quality. I mean, we're not Lululemon and we're not like Nike and Reeboks yet, but maybe one day.
Yeah, we working into it.
Yeah, so we have to manifest this, and we need to make it happen. So
100%.
Yes. Do you want to talk about anything else, honey? Like maybe your music? Do you want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, yo. Speaking of fly shit coming out, doing things. On Halloween, I was a part of this really dope mixtape that featured a bunch of different producers and artists, and all of them did a song. So it was 2 artists on every song, and each artist would pick a horror villain character that they would rap from the perspective of, right? And then we got matched up with a producer that would give us a beat, and that would be the start of the song, or at least the concept, right? And I picked out Jason just because of, you know, 1, the mask is super cool, and 2, I have the mask on some of my NFTs, so I was like, yo, I gotta rep that. And so I got paired with some guy that actually fell out of the competition. He was like, I'm cool or whatever. Oh. So then the main guy, Sadzilla, that put the tape idea together, this was through his like Discord, which is pretty cool. It has a bunch of cool little artists in there or whatever. And he jumped on the song, and it came out super fire. Like it, because the thing that's kind of unusual about it, I would say, is it's not like super heavy, like
yeah. No,
kind of not. Like horrorcore sounding of a beat or anything like that. It's kind of like emotional of like a track. So it made us kind of step outside the box a little bit. And it's like a Freddie, Jason, emo, feeler hits you in the feels.
I thought it was pretty dope though, especially because like honestly speaking, like I mean the audience and the listeners and everybody who's listening, there's a lot of research that comes to like who Jason is as a character, right?
Yeah.
For you, right?
Yeah.
So like I thought it was kind of cool because like it was something that we could kind of both like bond about, because like for me, like I was like 2 watching like Jason.
Yeah, we
you know, like so it was like I was trying to give as much like background story just because like I love horror movies. I love special effects, makeup and all that stuff. So it was like fun to kind of like give a little bit of like get excited. Like I was like, damn, we should watch Jason. And we did.
Yeah, we watched them. We watched a couple of them. And then
so corny though. Such corny ass movies.
Yeah. But it is fun though. It was cool to kind of like, and it was in the, you know, in the October month that we did it, that we was doing the research and all that. So we got in the vibes. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go to my Spotify, Choirboy Dank on Spotify. It's also on iTunes or really anywhere. And go listen to it.
It'll have like the Freddie and Jason picture.
Yep. Kind of looks like
a album art. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a movie poster in a way.
Like an old school corny movie poster. But Freddie and Jason are both from like that era of horror that's like, I think about it now, I'm like, I'm not that scared anymore.
Yeah.
At one point I was fucking frightened though, to be honest, you know, like Freddie was scary to me.
Freddie has a good little story. Yeah. No, this is Freddie versus Jason, but like, you know, we kind of link together and
give a hug afterwards.
Tug on the feelings. So
oh my goodness.
It's a good one. So
yes.
Gotta check it out. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I got for this episode
segment. Yeah, we just kind of wanted to come up on here and give you guys a little bit more of an update. All Black Everything through Anissa Be Strong on empowermycloset.com will be up and running sooner than later. I am working my tail off. Just keep in mind, I am also a stay-at-home mom. I'm working on my fitness journey, my physical journey. I'm still healing from my surgeries, and I'm still healing from like a lot of mental things that I, you know, struggle with still, and the waves and just, you know, family things. And I just want you guys to know that I'm continuously working to try to get that stuff out ASAP. But it takes time. And like I said, you know, you're going to fall a few times before you get back up and actually stay back up. So
yeah, but it's coming together and it's looking good. It's feeling good. So, you know.
But and you guys should definitely check out his new song. It's really awesome. Also, before we go, he did start the beat store. So things are slowly progressing.
I got my beat store set up. Okay. I don't have beats on there yet, but I've been cooking up a ton of beats actually.
Yes, he has.
Been actually making sound kits, beats, been doing a bunch of music. So get ready for that.
It's exciting. I hear it. I feel it, the vibration from downstairs all the way up. When I'm in my room, I'm like, damn, today's one of those days. Okay, good. And I like am super cheerful about it for him, you know.
Yeah, the beat store is gonna be important. Fire.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for whether you're listening, watching on Facebook or YouTube. You could check us out on Apple's podcast, Meet the Others podcast, right? Is it Apple's?
Every podcast, anywhere you get podcasts, we are there. Just type Meet the Others podcast. And that is us. You know, throw us a little rating, you know.
Yes, a like.
Yes, like, subscribe, do all that stuff.
And we definitely want to come on and do lives. We're just doing a little bit more research. So just give us a little bit of time. We want to be able to get you guys on, be able to have it recorded, and be able to also provide like your guys' face to our our audience and everyone who's listening, so that if you do have some like business perspectives that you can throw out to other people, we'll be able to go live and record as well. Cause like that's where we're like, I don't know if this will work.
Yeah,
So,
we'll definitely be able to do the comments if we want. We could just do the comment stuff and then bring on certain guests. But yeah, we're working towards being able to do like the whole call in, do the whole deal. So
yes,
it'll be good.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. This is Meet the Others podcast. We are out of here.
We are out. Till next time.
Why Meet the Others podcast? What's this about?
Why are we doing this thing?
Why are we doing this dang thing?
Who the F?
Do we even know what we're doing?
Certainly not.
Oh,
We
no.
just hooked this thing up tonight. We figured out how to use the mics, and now we're recording 10 seconds afterwards. Gives
Word
me
up.
comfort. So
I hear you.
yeah. So anyways, meet the others. That's us.
Still waiting on this car to come and take me home. Things feel a little different now that we grown. Till I turn the ass, sure they put my name in stone. Live how I wanna live, cause we die alone.